Before the season, nobody thought these two quarterbacks would be starting today's grudge match between the Cowboys and Redskins. Nevertheless, both Jason Garrett and Trent Green have been solid since replacing Troy Aikman and Gus Frerotte. Garrett is 1-1 as a starter. Green, third in the NFC in passing yards. As we welcome you back to the show that has the Hall of Fame quarterback here with us. All right, folks, the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. That matchup conjures images of Staubach and the flex defense against the over-the-hill gang and the Hogs. Now, this year, though, the Cowboys are struggling. Troy Aikman's out at least another week, and their two main running backs, Emmitt Smith and Chris Warren, are banged up. Now, as for the Skins, let's just say that even though they were 0-4 in September, they probably had a better month than President Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Joining us now is Matt Millen. And Matt, as we talk football, hey, the $57 million question in Washington is, how is it that their run defense is actually ranked worse now than it was last year, Matt?
Well, they tried to solidify the middle of the defense, but, they didn't take care of the outside part. And part of that, when you look at it, you knew going in that the ends weren't going to be that strong. And so I think what happened is Stubblefield and Wilkinson inside really had to step things up. And really, when I watched Dana Stubblefield, he's kind of playing the way he did last year in San Francisco. And how you'll appreciate this, he's playing along the line of scrimmage. He's not taking off. When he's effective is when he plays like his nickname of Stubby and comes off hard up the field. And I think if they can get that part done with Stubby, I think that helps the run defense even more.
Hey, Matt, this is Chris. When are the Redskins going to quit losing games at the quarterback position and just turn around and hand the football to Terry Allen and let him go?
Well, I think what happens, that's a great question, Chris, because I think what happens is, I think Norv Turner, we've all said this, is an excellent play caller. And I think part of that is patience. And one of the things you have to do is you have to gauge how much you're going to throw, obviously how much you're going to pass, and one thing builds off the other. Now, for Norv, I think the whole thing is the same thing that is here in Washington. Don't panic. Stay with what's got you there. Keep handing the football off, and then the passing will come. You have Trent Green, and he can do some things, but it's not going to happen unless you get that running game going.
All right, Matt, thank you so very much, and we'll be talking with you, I'm sure, as the day rolls on. As you know, Matt, one of Washington's losses this season was the debacle against the San Francisco 49ers 3 weeks ago. But the 49ers haven't abused just Washington. In fact, today, against the Bills, the Niners can become the first team in NFL history to gain more than 500 yards in 4 consecutive games. Joining us now from Buffalo is Pam Oliver. And Pam, it's really hard to imagine this offense getting any better.
Well, JB, the scary part is that the 49ers feel they just get stronger and stronger as the season progresses. There's already been talk in the Bay Area that this could be the best 49ers offense ever. Well, I talked to Steve Young this week, and he didn't go quite that far, but he does like what's there. And that's mainly weapons galore, his own maturity as a quarterback, and some solid execution.
Okay, Pam.
Demonstrate it to me, Steven.
You're the strong safety.
Yes, I am.
If you stay right there, I'm going to throw over your head, all right? If you move up a little bit, I definitely going to throw over your head. If you move back a little bit, I still might, but if you go all the way back.
Young throws deep over the middle for Rice, and he's got it. And there he goes. The race is on. And Jerry Rice wins. Touchdown.
Are you in your prime? Are you at your best right now?
Well, physically, it hasn't dropped off dramatically, so it's not like there's things I can't do that I used to be able to do. But what's really been a plus is that I'm a lot smarter than I used to be. That's a big difference because I wasn't very smart. I remember older quarterbacks telling me when I was younger, there's a great time in your career where you figured it out and you're still healthy, and those are great years. I think I'm in them.
Come on and dance with me. I can make your dreams come true. Come on and dance with me.
When did you settle down? When did you become less spastic and more of a guy who's in control?
When I became the starter, when you know that you're going to be in there for 4 quarters. Earlier, you were the comic relief. You were the guy that came in and had to make something happen. And so I could make something happen. When you're bootlegging or you're play actioning one side, the guy on the back side, usually in defenses, when they see flow, there'll be one guy back there kind of watching for it. Well, J.J. Stokes versus whoever it is, you can almost throw it and just what's the worst that can happen? You know, he's so much taller than everybody. He can really make great plays. These days, with the receivers I have, I'll take more chances. I'll throw a ball that, it's a little iffy. Because those guys, I mean, they will get it. It's a lot of fun to watch them. It's a real fine line between being aggressive and being patient. But if you're careful about both of them, you can do a lot of good things.
Have you ever felt this good this early? 36 years old? Are you excited about what's happening out there?
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited. But I've played long enough to know that seasons go for a while, you know, and you got to keep it going. And we don't want to be a flash. And the nature of who we've been over the years is that we finish strong, and we need to take it all the way through January.
The only chink in the armor for this offense was the loss of left tackle Dave Fiore to a knee injury out 8 to 10 weeks. Jamie Brown will get the start today. This is a guy who hasn't played in a football game since last November when he was with the Denver Broncos. On top of that, Brown has had to work his way back into favor with his teammates. Remember, JB, this is the guy who was a no-show for one preseason game and showed up late for another, resulting in a 3-game suspension. Not exactly the way the 49ers like to do business. Back to you.
Pam, I can't help but notice you're attracting quite a bit of attention there with all the guys walking by, huh?
Get out of my shot.
Hey, Pam, thank you so very much. Oh, wow. As I turn to Howie talking San Francisco, keep in mind, Cris Collinsworth picked San Francisco to be in and to win the Super Bowl this year.
Well, you know, he has to be right sometime. I mean, last week I think he said Detroit was throwing in the towel by starting Charlie Batch. So
wait a minute. Shot, Howie. Oh, wait a minute now. Charlie Batch and that offense have scored one offensive touchdown in 2 games. Let's build a wing for him in the Hall of Fame.
Question is, Howie, who can stop
San Francisco?
Who can stop San Francisco?
Hit me with a couple more stats, Chris. You know.
Answer his question about
what
San
are you,
Francisco.
a fax machine?
It's just a matter of time. Who can stop San Francisco?
Nobody can stop San Francisco but their schedule and complacency at this point. This team is a machine right now, and the reason why, they have 3 enormous wide receivers, great at the skill positions. Garrison Hurst looks like the player they had coming out of college, outstanding, and they've put the ball back in Steve Young's hands because he's healthy this year. They are throwing the ball more.
Here's the point, though. Dave Fiore, and Pam brought up a great point.
We're done.
No, let me make this one point. Dave Fiore is going to be,
tell you what,
he's
you can
out
talk
of the
with
game.
Howie about it.
Bruce Smith is over on that spot.
So what we will say is that there's a lot more to cover in today's show, including the non-talkative Terry, who will be talking ball with Denver's John Elway. Last year, Elway won it all, so the question is, what's in store?
The pressure for me was to win that first one. Now I'm having fun trying to repeat, and it's not the pressure that I had for that first one because I lost 3.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
With the Cowboys' Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman banged up, Deion Sanders has stepped it up. In Week 3, Sanders basically beat the Giants by himself with 2 touchdowns. Back with more after this.